Now we're talking Mr Price, which is of course South Africa based and has all of its multiple stores, both the Mr Price clothing and Mr Price home stores. It has battled in recent months, not so much with regard to sales, which have been here or there, but the market again, like Chantal said earlier, seems to have fallen out of love with it. Market cap 37.3 billion rand, price earnings ratio of 14.02, sorry. Dividend yield 4.65. So the share chart, let's put it up, has been rather volatile. Up, down, there in the middle of 2016. It seemed like it was recovering, then down again. What's going on there?
Yeah, I mean, Mr Price is an interesting one at the moment, and it's looking extremely cheap relative to where it's traded in the past. And really, the share has been sold down quite aggressively because of a couple of, it's actually 3 week sales updates and then a week interim result in between. At first, they had their fashion korong in summer last year. Yeah. Then they had the late onset of winter and the affordability regulations really having a big impact. And another thing that they mentioned was the entry of these international retailers into the market and how that has impacted on their sales growth.
So that's people like H&M and so on who came in and led with big stores and some quite discounted offerings in order to try and attract initial interest.
Yes, I mean the prices at which H&M and Cotton On were selling their merchandise, it was impossible for them to actually make money. So they were actually just trying to get as much market share as possible. Then they should push through their price increases in order to actually break even in this country. So this could be a once-off kind of scenario for Mr Price. It could be forming a really nice low base. And you must also consider that Mr Price is everywhere. H&M's in the big metros.
Yeah, exactly. 4 or 5 stores at best with plans to roll them out, where Mr Price has got something like, I don't know, 500 stores or something.
Yeah, they are literally everywhere.
Yeah. And they have a very particular position in the marketplace where people know that they have that very affordable clothing, that stock changes, so you can go in and get something new, which is not going to kill your budget for a party that's coming up on the weekend. I'm always astonished at how they can actually even manufacture and transport clothes and sell them at the price that they do.
Yeah, and I mean, and they're probably going to be able to even improve on the margins. They don't have bad margins at all. They've got good, strong trading margins, and they're probably going to be able to improve on that because they're starting to do all their own sourcing, and they're no longer going to work through an agent in China. That's going to cut the time that they have to bring fashion to South Africa a lot, and I think that they are trying to position themselves to compete in this different landscape.
A strong management team.
Yes.
I mean, Stuart Bird is probably the 5th or 6th CEO that's kind of come up through the ranks, and they've always had a very strong internal process. Okay, so it sounds as though you're hot on this one.
Yes, I mean, it's trading on a forward P of 14 times. This is Mr Price. It's always traded in the 20s. Yeah. So it looks very, very attractive at current levels. It offers you a solid dividend yield. And we think that this could be the inflection point for not only for the sector, but for this company in particular.
Okay, great, good, right.